everybody, Natasha Koch here with the Van City Home Team. And this week, if you are a first-time buyer, especially you're going to want to know the 5 tips, or at least what I deem the 5 top tips that you'll want to know before you get out there and start thinking about buying a house. So number 1, top tip, draw a hard budget and stick to it. So budgeting isn't easy for most of us, never mind first-time buyers. But how you would start drawing up your budget is figure out what you pay for rent currently, or if you pay rent, maybe you're living at home. Maybe do a little bit of research on what rent is to see what you would be able to afford based on your income, what you pay for groceries, your bills, all that kind of stuff. Once you kind of have an idea of what your comfort zone is to spend monthly, take a look on a mortgage calculator. You can find one on my website or banking websites, or just Google mortgage calculator and start plugging in a few numbers and see what it comes out at. It usually gives you the opportunity to put in the purchase price. If you're going to, what kind of mortgage you're going to get, a 5-year mortgage. You can also Google the Bank Rate of Canada, 5-year posted rate. And so you would punch in 2.5, whatever the rate is for that day, in and around, because obviously you won't be buying today. So just get a general idea of what your monthly cost is going to be. 25-year amortization, you've got your interest rate. If you don't have a down payment, but you're saving towards one, just punch in a number so that you can get the monthly amount basically to the comfort level that you feel you can afford based on what you make. A lot of times people go in and the very first step really is to talk to a mortgage broker. And not that I'm discouraging you from doing that. I think it's really important to talk to a mortgage broker, but sometimes a mortgage broker will say that you're qualified for higher than what you're really comfortable paying every month. So I would definitely figure out what that comfort zone is first, and then the next step would be going to see the mortgage broker. So number 2, which actually I guess is your second step. So don't go to the mortgage broker yet. Make a short list of your non-negotiables. Non-negotiables, like if you are a serious shopper, you like to buy things all the time, you go to Starbucks, you go to restaurants, you're out with your friends, don't forget to add those in your budget and make sure that you're not going to be miserable, because the last thing you want to do is buy a house and have to let go of all the things that you love to do because you can't afford it. And also, check out the areas. If you don't know where you want to live or where you want to buy, go see where you most frequent. Where's your gym? Do you like that gym? Would you rather be a part of another gym? Where do you go and meet your friends? You like going for walks in a certain area? You belong to some kind of club or group or whatever your hobbies are and the things that you like to do. Generally, that's the area that people will want to look in to buy a home. So then you've narrowed down the location. So now we've got the comfort zone of what you want to buy or what you can spend, the area that you want to buy in, and then number 3 is to use an experienced realtor. So there's a lot of us out there. I think I've had this conversation many times. I think there's 1,700 or more in the Greater Vancouver area alone. And so you want to pick one that's experienced. Experienced in the area that you've picked to be, because the Greater Vancouver market and the Fraser Valley market are very, very broad. And so you want to make sure that you check out their credentials. The best way to do that is to get personal referral from friends or family that have used a realtor. Personal referrals are always the best because they've had a direct experience with that person. But if you don't have friends or family that have a realtor that they would recommend, then you can always go online and you can check out all of our reviews and see which one you would choose based on some of the feedback. Where everything's reviewed nowadays, and we all rely on reviews in order to make decisions. So realtors aren't any different. Number 4, check out the comparable listings. So now you've got the location. So let's see if in that location, your budget will fit into it, or it will fit into your budget. So check out what the properties are selling for. You can go online to REW. If you just Google the area, homes for sale in Burnaby, it will pull up all the homes for sale. You can type in your price point and search for them online. You can also get the app, which is realtor.ca. It's an amazing app. A lot of people don't even know about it. And you can put the app on your phone, and when you're standing in an area that you think, oh, I'd love to maybe live in this area, it has a GPS feature, which will pull up all of the new listings in the area, so you can kind of see what the price is. A lot of my clients don't even know about this app. It's an awesome one, so get it if you don't have it and you are thinking about looking. And number 5, ask your realtor what the expected closing costs are going to be. So now you've determined what you're going to pay or what you'd be comfortable paying. You've determined your location. You've determined what the price is in that specific location. And now you want to add in the extra costs. So there are extra costs, I'm afraid to tell you. There are closing costs. And during the process, there will be some extra costs for your building inspection, for your appraisal for the bank. And if it's a condo, there's going to be maintenance fees. So you want to make sure that when you're looking at listings online or with your realtor, that you calculate that into your monthly cost as well. At the end, where they transfer title into your name, there's a conveyancing fee. And so that's done by either a lawyer or a notary, and generally ranges between $800 and $1,500 depending on the transaction. So all of these costs accumulate really fast. I often tell my clients to save 2% of their price in extras. Extras including, buying new furniture. You're getting a new place. You want to maybe do a few things, put your own taste to it, paint it, whatever. 2% is a really good thing to start with. I also, going back just momentarily to the relationship with your realtor, every realtor should be giving you this document. It's very important because the rules have changed. So when you see a sign out there and a property's for sale, that agent that's got his or her name on the listing is the listing agent. So the listing agent is representing the seller, which is just fine. And you're more than welcome to contact them to go and view the property. But you do need to be aware that they're obviously acting for the seller, and it's always a really good idea to get your own representation and to understand sort of the relationship between a realtor and a client and the fiduciary duty that we uphold. So hopefully you found those 5 top tips informative. You can check out, or you can go for a free online search on my website at any time. My website is vancityhometeam.com, and you can register for free at any time if you want to check what's for sale, what kind of listings are for sale out there in certain areas. And like I said, there's no obligation. And this program actually syndicates with the board and sends listings updated daily. So you'll be able to kind of browse in the meantime while you're getting ready. So we'll see you guys all next week with the Van City Scoop. Okay. Bye, guys.